Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray, and thank you for watching. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and feel free to comment down below on this video your general thoughts about it and what you would like me to do for future videos. Dr. Stone's coming to an end in a couple episodes, and so is Rick and Morty, so I'm just going to have My Hero Academia to work with. I'm going to need like another show there, guys. I don't have to be doing 3 at once. I like to do about 2 at once with my current work schedule. But might be getting a new job soon, so we'll see what happens with that with the work schedule. Anyway, we are talking about Dr. Stone Season 1, Episode 22, and we only got 3 episodes left, and not a lot happened in this episode, unfortunately. Yes, we got some cringy, nice friendship moments in there. Some nice little heartfelt moments. Some manly men being friends, which is nice. And we also got some tungsten and a little bit of adventure. But at the end of the day, there wasn't really a whole lot of advancement, minus just getting the materials that we need. And a nice little surprise for Senku at the end that we'll talk about in a minute. So they go into this cave. We got interesting team, Magma, Chrome, Senku, and of course Magma's initial plan is, hey, I'm going to kill these guys, become the chief of the village. Although I think in the back of his mind, he's kind of thinking, maybe I shouldn't do this, because if I do, all the people that like both Chrome and Senku currently, which is pretty much the entire village at this point in time, are probably going to kill me because they don't want me to be the leader, because I would be basically human garbage for getting rid of all of these awesome technological advancements that we have and are going to be getting more of. So they're in the cave, and then there's really like crappy flaky rock basically breaks. Senku's about to fall into a hole, and then Magma kind of decks him like right in the chest. And we're just thinking, oh, okay, Magma is being a terrible human being, trying to punch Senku into the hole, so that way he slowly dies because he can't get out of the hole, and that way he can become the chief of the village. But that is actually not the case. We later learn that Magma was actually trying to save Senku and get him out of the hole, and then Magma himself falling into the hole, Senku trying to save him, but then they obviously both end up falling into the hole. So Chrome, thinking as a scientist, as he does, starts filling the hole with water, because he thinks, well, if we get the hole filled with water, then you can just kind of float up to the top. And the water is lukewarm, so it's not like freezing, and they're not going to get hypothermia and die, which is obviously delightful. So Senku devises a plan with tubing, and that's off the gas mask that he brought with him, because there's a pond, convenient little pool of water nearby, and then it pours water into the hole a lot quicker. Senku, being a lot lighter than Magma, gets cold quicker, so Magma uses his brute strength after the water gets them both high enough up and just whips Senku out of the hole, which is delightful. Everybody's saved, happily ever after. They continue on to the cave and find this giant, crazy, swirly rainbow rock. That's what I'm going to call it. And basically, it's a giant rock formation full of minerals, because water dripping down, the minerals get trapped in segment in this one rock and this one giant stalactite, and it's like a giant mineral mine. So you got tungsten, and there's a bunch of other materials that I don't remember the names of, that they brought back with them for future use. But we got tungsten, so we can make vacuum tubes, so we can make cell phones, which is delightful. We're going to get those cell phones, not this episode, maybe next episode. So, basically, Chrome and Senku and Magma kind of basically come to an agreement. As long as science doesn't bore Magma, he's not going to kill anybody, which is delightful. Because in reality, being the chief, having Senku as the chief, isn't bad. He's not stopping Magma from going after women. Like, at no point in time has he stopped him from trying to go, be with any of the girls in the village. So there's really nothing for Magma to be mad about, minus the fact that he's not the head of the village. That's really, it's a title thing. That's literally all it is. But he kind of explained, which is kind of true in today's world too, you need both brawn and might. You need might, brain and brawn, because one without the other is pointless. As we saw in previous episodes with Senku, very hard for him just to stay alive in general, because just hunting, trying to get any type of animal or meat, berries, whatever, it basically took up all of his time, and he couldn't put any of that time to dedicate it towards doing other scientific things like depetrifying people, until, of course, Taiju eventually became unpetrified, and then he took on most of that might, which was perfectly fine for Senku and everybody else. And now Magma has that task, along with Kenro and Genro, Kaseke, and some of the other stronger villagers that they got in there as well. So on the way back, Gen, like before Senku leaves, does his crazy evil face. And I actually thought it was going to be a triple cross, and Senku kind of initially thought it was kind of going to be a triple cross as well. And the reason we say that is because Senku gets blindfolded, Magma gets him back in exactly 3 days as Gen wanted. We don't really know what the plan is, but we think it's bad because Gen has his evil, creepy smirk face going on as he has from time to time. So basically what happens is Senku's like, great, I'm blindfolded, and all of you have realized that you can protect the entire village if you hand me over to Tsukasa and his army to get killed, because all of you will be safe and none of you will be attacked. But then Gen was like, what are you talking about? We all like you. We all want to protect you. We're all doing this to help you and help us, because obviously without Senku, there's not going to be more innovations. And they just don't like Tsukasa at all because he is a murderer. In reality, he just attacks people for no reason whatsoever, or his own messed up reason, as we've seen, because he wants the world to be pure, mainly with children, even though I thought that was ironic because a lot of the people that he depetrified are kind of on the older side. They're like, late teens, early 20s. So he obviously realized that he's going to need some older people because kids can't do, brute force work forever. It's not going to happen. But going into this, we actually find out that they built him an observatory with a nice little telescope, and Senku, being the guy that he is, was like, oh, cool, a telescope. We can use this against Tsukasa to see that he's far away. And then Gen was like, aw, he was like, great, way to be practical thinker, like always, Senku. But it brought back kind of his childhood memories of his father, Byakuya, getting him a telescope, an observatory, as a child. And you got some nice, warm, touchy-feely moments in there. Chrome mentions the power of friendship, and Senku and Magma are like, that was so cringy, so super cringy. And then also, I thought probably the best, funniest part of this episode was that Magma and Senku, if worse comes to worse, we're going to have to use each other for body heat. And Senku is doing your stereotypical anime vomit rainbows in this particular series, which I thought was delightful and hilarious. So moving on to next episode, we are going to get vacuum tubes, probably. Cell phone towers going up. Cell phones are probably going to get created. Maybe we'll get a fight between Senku Tsukasa. Last 2 episodes, not going to happen next episode. I'll tell you that right now. It's going to be a lot of prep. Honestly, based on what I've seen going with, I'm hoping I'm wrong because I want to see that fight. I think we're going to get a cliffhanger. I think it's going to be preparations on both sides going back and forth for this inevitable battle, and then boom, last episode, they're going to meet face to face, but it's going to be a cliffhanger, and we're going to have to wait till season 2. Now, there is no word of season 2 yet, but I can guarantee you almost 100% there is going to be a season 2, because everybody seems to be liking this anime. Very popular. I have heard some bad things about it here and there. I've said some bad things about it here and there as well throughout the reviews, but overall, good anime. Recommend it. Also, 162 subscribers. Loving that. I had like 140 something the other day, so I'm up like 10, 11 subscribers. I was like, holy crap, jumping up there real quick. So appreciate the love, appreciate all the subscribers. Keep it going. Lighting wise, hopefully soon I'm going to get some better lighting. My brother, who is a film guy, and my sister, who also does a lot of photography stuff, and my brother-in-law, who apparently everyone in my family is a film expert, says my lighting is trash. So we will get that fixed at some point in time, and hopefully we will have better lighting for the foreseeable future, probably more around Christmas time. We'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. My name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching. If you like guitars and guitar-related things, go Google Gray's Guitars, but then in the YouTube bar, there's only like 2 or 3 channels that are like that. Mine is a Gray G because I still need to update that picture because I don't know what I want it to be. But feel free to check that out as well. And as always, have a good one.